Look here, enough with the fairy tales. Success isn't about luck, natural talent, or the famous "someone gave me a chance." It's about control. Yes, absolute, total, and ruthless control over 4 things: your mouth, your mind, your mood, and your money. If you don't master these areas, you're just playing at life. And frankly, you're losing badly. Stop talking nonsense. Fewer excuses, fewer complaints, and especially less idle talk. Use your mouth to create, not destroy. Do you know those empty promises you keep making? Those dramatic venting sessions? Cut them out now. Talk less, do more. Words are cheap. Action is what's costly and delivers returns. And there's more. What you put in your mouth also matters. Is your diet, your vices, or your indulgences in food or drink sabotaging you? Stop pretending that a little sweet here or just one more beer is innocent. Do you want success, or do you want to keep sinking into the couch with your belly growing and your health going to waste? Your mind is the fortress where everything begins. Either it works for you, or you're its slave. Negative thoughts, fear, self-sabotage. Stop treating this as something inevitable. It's not. You have the power to shape your thoughts. Train your mind like a soldier trains for war. Focus on what matters. Ignore the rest. And before you complain that you can't, let me tell you something. No one is born knowing how to control their mind. You learn, train, adjust, and yes, suffer through the process. But guess what? It's this or living a life of mediocrity. Your choice. Money. Everyone wants it, few know how to handle it. If you spend more than you earn, live in debt, or waste it all on fleeting luxuries, congratulations, you're sabotaging your future with your own hands. Money isn't an enemy, but it's not a toy either. It's a tool. Control your spending, invest, save, and above all, understand the real value of what you earn. The money you don't control will control you, and life as a debtor is anything but glorious. Enough with excuses like "I can't save." Yes, you can. You just don't want to give up on frivolous things. Stop being a puppet of your emotions. If your mood dictates how you live, then you've already lost the game. But here's the truth you need to hear. You are not your emotions. They are real, yes, but they are tools, not bosses. It's time to stop reacting like an impulsive animal and start acting like the leader of your own life. When you're in a bad mood, everything seems worse. Traffic feels like hell, work becomes torture, and the people around you seem unbearable. Guess what? None of that changed. You did. Stop using "I woke up in a bad mood" as an excuse to act like a spoiled child. Your mood is your choice, and until you take control of it, you'll keep being swept away by the waves instead of rowing to where you want to go. If you don't control your mood, anyone can manipulate you. Who's in charge of you? Your boss? Traffic? Or is it you? Yes, you will feel anger, sadness, frustration. Congratulations, you're human. But do you know what separates the strong from the weak? The strong feel all of that, but don't let it dictate their actions. They feel and choose. The weak feel and explode, react, and lament. Which one do you want to be? Believe me, you have the power to pause and decide how to respond. It's not easy, it's not instant, but it's necessary. When you learn to manage your emotions, you realize that the power to transform a situation has always been in your hands. Emotions are signals, not orders. Use them to guide you, not to trap you in a prison of reactivity. Practice gratitude. Gratitude isn't just for Zen people. It's a weapon for those who want to win at life. Do you know why? Because when you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your brain changes. You stop acting like a victim and start seeing the opportunities that have always been there. Wake up every day and before complaining, think, what do I have right now that many dream of having? Take a deep breath and see how far you've come, even if you haven't yet arrived where you want to be. Gratitude isn't weakness. It's strategy. Those who complain about what they have will never be able to achieve more. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Negativity is like quicksand. The more you sink into it, the harder it is to get out. So why on earth do you keep feeding toxic thoughts? Focusing on the positive doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means choosing where to put your energy. You have 2 options: feed fear and doubt, or strengthen courage and action. Which will it be? Choose now, because while you're stuck in what if it doesn't work, someone out there is acting on what if it does. Stop being the saboteur of your own life. Focusing on the negative is the quickest way to fail. What you feed grows. Choose wisely. Don't confuse reaction with response. Reacting is instinctive, basic, what anyone does. Responding, on the other hand, is a conscious, intentional, and powerful act. When someone provokes you, how do you act? When the situation gets tough, do you explode or analyze? The response you give defines the outcome. Create a space between the stimulus and the action. Breathe, think, choose. That space is where power resides. Those who respond with intention are in control. Those who merely react live being controlled. Your instant reaction can destroy what you've spent years building. Choose your responses like a king chooses his battles. Managing your mood and emotions is what separates leaders from followers, winners from losers. It's not about ignoring feelings, but using them as allies, not enemies. Gratitude, focusing on the positive, and intentional responses aren't cliches, they're weapons. And those who know how to use them become unstoppable. Here's the blunt truth. Either you control these 4 areas, or you're doomed to live a life of excuses and regrets. There's no middle ground, no gray area. Wake up to life. Success doesn't fall from the sky and isn't for those who wait, it's for those who act, for those who own themselves, relentless and disciplined. But don't shoot in the dark. Plan your journey. Improvising is essential sometimes, but the power of clarity will take you far. Stop living on autopilot, expecting things to resolve themselves. If you're wandering without direction, you'll end up nowhere. Having a plan isn't just about organization, it's about declaring war on the chaos of mediocrity. Do you want to win, or just keep surviving? Start now to create your roadmap, because without it, you're just another lost person in the crowd. Have you ever seen a successful person who doesn't know what they're doing? Of course not. Because clarity is the foundation of everything. When you know exactly what you want and how to get there, every step makes sense, every choice has purpose. Without a plan, you're going nowhere. You're just running in circles. A clear plan eliminates confusion, reduces stress, and gives you control. And here's the key point. The plan doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to exist. You don't need guarantees, you need direction. If you don't have a plan, you're part of someone else's plan. Choose control or accept slavery. Every area of your life needs a plan. Career, health, finances, relationships. It's no use being excellent in one and a disaster in another. Do you think you can neglect your health while building your career? Wrong. Do you think you can manage your money but ignore your relationships? Good luck sustaining happiness amidst emptiness. Define specific goals for each area and build practical actions to achieve them. Stop being the guy who goes with the flow. That leads to failure, stress, and regret. Those who plan control. Those who improvise too much lose. Your life isn't an accident. Treat it as an ambitious project, not a failed experiment. Planning isn't just about drawing a pretty path. It's about making conscious choices daily. Every decision you make, no matter how small, either brings you closer to your goal or takes you away from it. It's all in your hands. Want an example? You decide whether to spend or save, go to bed early or stay up late scrolling your feed, invest in knowledge or waste time on distractions. Your plan is the guide that reminds you what matters. Without it, you're just another person playing to lose. Every decision is a vote for the future you want to build. Vote wisely or prepare to lose the game. But you think planning will lock you in? No, my friend. Planning is what gives you the freedom to improvise when necessary. Because those who plan know what they want, and when the unexpected happens, they can adapt without losing focus. Those who don't plan are hostages to chaos, without direction, at the mercy of circumstances. Do you want to be the kind of person who controls the boat or the one whining because a wave came? A plan allows you to adjust the sails, no matter the direction of the wind. Improvisation is for the prepared. Those without a plan have no chance. Here's another hard truth. The most perfect plan in the world is worthless if you don't have the courage to put it into action. You can spend hours planning, but if you don't lift a finger, you'll remain exactly where you are. Planning is the beginning. Action is the engine. Don't be fooled. Without action, even the best plan is just a useless piece of paper. So, finish reading this and start now. Take a sheet of paper, outline your goals, define the steps, and above all, execute. Planning is essential, but acting is mandatory. It's not the plan that will save you, it's what you do with it. Get up and make it happen. Now it's up to you. Either you decide to take the reins of your life, or you continue accepting the crumbs that chance throws your way. Stop for a moment and look around. Are you where you want to be? If the answer is no, then it's clear something needs to change, and quickly. The plan you draft today can make the difference between drifting aimlessly or creating an extraordinary future. Choose something you want to achieve in the next few months. Be specific. I want to earn more money isn't a goal, it's an empty wish. I want to increase my monthly income by 30% by specific date is a goal. Write it down somewhere. Make it real. Take a pen and paper or open a note on your phone. Break this goal into clear steps. Ask yourself, what do I need to do in the next days, weeks, and months to get there? What resources do I need? Who can help me? What are the possible obstacles and how will I overcome them? Make a timeline. Set dates. Without deadlines, your plan is just an uncommitted dream. Don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is the excuse of the week. Today is what matters. What is the first step you can take right now? Get up and do it. It doesn't matter if it's small. The important thing is to start. You have a choice. Stay still and drown in mediocrity, or move and start building something meaningful. Life is ruthless with procrastinators, but it brutally rewards those who take action. Time will not wait for you. Every passing minute is either a lost opportunity or a step forward. So here's the challenge. You have 12 hours, that's right, 12 hours, to set a goal, create a plan, and take the first step. No excuses. Work with what you have, where you are. If you can't do this, admit to yourself that you're choosing inertia and accepting a life smaller than it could be. You have in your hands the chance to prove that you are someone who acts, someone who takes control of their own story. Either you rise up and start now, or you remain a passive spectator of your life. The clock is ticking. What's it gonna be? Will you stay in your comfort zone, or will you step out to build something great? Show that you have the courage. The world won't wait, and neither will success.